In case of the hierarchical multicellular plant, similarly originated cells are combined to perform a specific function that known as a plant tissue. Similarly originated cell means their origin will be the same. Originally they will be the same. Now this type of cell are going to combine. Maybe the size or shape may be different, but they are combined to perform a specific function that known as a plant tissue. Generally, on the basis of cell division or ketopotency, on the basis of cell division or ketopotency, the plant tissue are divided into two categories. What do you mean by the cell division? The process by which cell divides. The cells take part in the division. They are termed as a parent cell. So the process by which parent cell divides and creating daughter cell. The newly organized cell are termed as a daughter cell. This is the daughter cell. This is the cell division process or definition of cell division. And ketopotency means the power of division. So on the basis of cell division or ketopotency, the plant tissue are classified into two categories. The first one is meristematic tissue. Meristematic tissue. Meristematic tissue. And another one is permanent tissue. Permanent tissue. So what will be the meristematic tissue? Generally, meristematic tissue contain those type of cells which are able to perform the cell division. So meristematic tissue contain those type of cells which are able to perform the cell division. It means the cell division occurring tissue in plant. That's known as a meristematic tissue. Now, on the other hand, that is the permanent tissue. It means permanent tissue contains those type of cells which are not able to perform the cell division. It means the cell division not occurring tissue. Clear? Next, now the permanent tissue are classified on the basis of cell shape and mode of function performed by them. So on the basis of the function and the cell shape, the permanent tissue are classified into two categories. Simple permanent tissue, and another one is the complex permanent tissue. Complex permanent tissue. What will be the simple permanent tissue? Simple permanent tissue means similar combination of similar cells. Combination of similar cell or the similar type of cell which performing the simple function, function in plants is that providing mechanical support, or to perform the photosynthesis or performing photosynthesis. So simple permanent tissue will be the combination of similar type of cell which performing the simple function for a plant. It means performing the photosynthesis or providing the mechanical support to the plant. This type of tissue are termed as a simple permanent tissue. So within the plant there are present three types of simple permanent tissue. One is the parenchyma. Second one is the collenchyma, and the third one is sclerenchyma. Now, what will be the complex permanent tissue? Complex permanent tissue means combination of dissimilar cells. Which performing the complex function for a plant. It means they are going to transport the water in plants, or transportation of food take place by this type of tissue. So complex permanent tissue means combination of dissimilar cells performing the complex function for the plant. What will be the complex function? That will be the transportation of food and water in plant. So within the complex permanent tissue, we have two type of complex permanent tissue, xylem, and the second one, phloem. Xylem will be the water transporting tissue or water conducting tissue, and phloem will be the food conducting tissue. These are the classification of the types of plant tissue. Now, one of the most important question is how the meristematic tissue will be different from the permanent tissue. They are making a point. Our next topic is how the meristematic tissue is different from the permanent tissue. The first point, cell division. We know that meristematic tissue contain those type of cells which are able to perform the cell division. So in meristematic tissue, cell division will take place. Place in meristematic tissue. Now, in permanent tissue, cell division is not take place. Place in permanent tissue. Next, cell chart or cell nature. All the cell of meristematic tissue will be the living. So meristematic tissue contains the living cell. All the cell will be the living of meristematic tissue. But in permanent tissue, cell will be the living cell or non-living or dead cell. Living or non-living cell. The third one is cell wall. The meristematic tissue cell containing the thin cell wall. What do you mean by the thin cell wall? It means when the cell division takes place. The cell will divide into the daughter cell. When the cell division takes place, the parent cell will divide into the daughter cell. In daughter cell, the primary cell wall will be developed. Primary cell wall will be developed. What will be the primary cell wall? What will be the primary cell wall? The cell wall which are formed after the cell division, which are made by the only cellulose and thin in nature. So all the meristematic tissue cell containing the primary cell wall. That's why the cell wall is thin in nature. Now we know that cell wall can store the materials by layer and layer. Materials means cellulose, hemicellulose, lignin, pectin. So due to the storage of materials on cell wall by layer and layer, cell wall became the thicker one. That is transforming into the secondary or tertiary cell wall. So secondary or tertiary cell wall will be present in permanent tissue. Cell wall can be thick or thickest. Now the next point is protoplasm. Protoplasm. Every cell of meristematic tissue containing the thick cytoplasm and one prominent nucleus. So within the meristematic tissue cell having the pool of cytoplasm and prominent nucleus, it means the cell having a definite nucleus. In permanent tissue, cytoplasm may be the thick, cytoplasm will be the thin. Cytoplasm will be the thin or having nucleus or without nucleus. This will be the condition. But if the permanent tissue containing the non-living cell, then the protoplasm will be absent or the protoplasm will be absent. Now the next point will be the vacuole. Vacuole means the storehouse of plant cell. Vacuole will be absent in meristematic tissue. Means the meristematic tissue are not going to store anything. Vacuole can be present or absent in permanent tissue. Next, intercellular space. Next point will be the intercellular space. Next point, the space between two cells, that known as the intercellular space. The space between two cells may be present, may be absent in meristematic tissue. Intercellular space will be the absent. Intercellular space will be the absent in meristematic tissue, but in permanent tissue may be present or absent. This is the difference between the meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Now we are going to discuss about the meristematic tissue in details. Now the meristematic tissue. The first one is definition. Meristematic tissue contains those type of cells which are able to perform the cell division. Meristematic tissue contains those type of living cells which are able to perform the cell division. It means the meristematic tissue means the cell division occurring tissue, or the tissue having the titopotency in plant, that known as a meristematic tissue. The first definition will be the meristematic tissue contains those type of cells which are able to perform the cell division. Clear? The second one will be the the cell division occurring tissue in plant, or the tissue having the pitopotency in plant, that known as a meristematic tissue. Clear? Now, pitopotency, power division. Now, next one is the characteristic of meristematic tissue. The first point will be all the cell will be the living. All the cells will be the living. Suppose this is the diagram of meristematic tissue. This is the diagram of meristematic tissue. This is the diagram of meristematic tissue. So all the cells will be the living. The features of the meristematic tissue. The first point will be all the cells will be the living. Clear? Containing the thin cell wall. Thin cell wall, which is made by cellulose. Which is made by only cellulose. Clear? The cell having the full of cytoplasm, full and thick cytoplasm, and one prominent nucleus. The cell having thick cytoplasm, and one prominent nucleus. The first point will be all the cells are the living. The second point will be the meristematic tissue contain the thin cell wall. The third point, the cell having the thick cytoplasm and one prominent nucleus. Each cell having the thick cytoplasm within the cell and one prominent nucleus. Now next, the gap between two cells. The gap between two cells. It means the intercellular space. Intercellular space is absent. In meristematic tissue. Meristematic tissue. Absent in meristematic tissue. Clear? Next, vacuole will be the absent. Vacuole is absent in meristematic tissue. Now, the location of occurrence of meristematic tissue. Generally, meristematic tissue are able to perform the cell division, and by the help of cell division, they can increase the cell number, and due to the increasement of the cell number, plant can perform the growth. So, in the growing region of a plant, mostly in the growing region of a plant containing the meristematic tissue. This is a diagram of plant. This portion are termed as a apical tip of stem. Apical tip of stem. And the anterior portion of the root. These are the apical tip of root. This is a diagram of leaves. These are termed as the apex of leaves. This region are the apex of leaves. These are the growing region of a plant. Apex of leaves. So in the growing region of a plant, apical tip of stem, apex of leaves, apical tip of root, even the lateral portion of a plant, which increase the plant thickness containing the meristematic tissue. Now, on the basis of location or the occurrence, the meristematic tissue can be three types. On the basis of location or the occurrence, meristematic tissue can be three types. The first one, apical meristematic tissue. Apical meristematic tissue means apical tip of stem. This is the apical tip of stem, of the apical tip of root, even the apex of leaves, containing the specialized mesometic tissue which help in the to increase the plant length. The apical tip of stem and the apical tip of root containing the specialized mesometic tissue which increase the plant length, that known as a apical mesometic tissue. Now the lateral mesometic tissue. In the white portion of a plant, these are the white portion. In the lateral portion of a plant containing the specialized mesometic tissue which increase the plant thickness. Increase the plant thickness, that known as a lateral mesometic tissue. Now the intercalary mesometic tissue, you know about the nodes. Nodes means the region from where the leaves are originate. In the nodes of the grass or the bamboos, generally they are present two permanent tissue layer. These are the permanent tissue layer. Within the permanent tissue layer, they are present the short-term mesometic tissue. Short-term mesometic tissue. Now, between two permanent cell layer, they are present the short-term mesometic tissue. It means this mesometic tissue are going to divide 2 to 5 times. After that, they are going to convert. In the nodes of a plant, so there is a occasion or there is a special condition between two permanent tissue layer, they are present the short-term mesometic tissue. Now, this short-term mesometic tissue can divide 2 to 5 times. And when they are performing the division, they can help to increase the length between two nodes. So intercellular mesometic tissue will be present between two permanent cell layer. It will be the short-term mesometic tissue, and they are increasing the internodal length or the length between two nodes that are known as a intercellular mesometic tissue. Now the last point will be the function of mesometic tissue. The first point of the mesometic tissue relating to the function. Mesometic tissue termed as a growth tissue, because by the help of the cell division, mesometic tissue increase the cell number that will help to perform the growth in plant. And the apical mesometic tissue increasing the plant length, lateral plant thickness, and the intercellular increasing the internodal length. These are the function of mesometic tissue. In our next class, we will discuss about the permanent tissue.